Hey, good morning, everyone. What a great day, right? You know, I know a little snow, but a great day. Hey, I want to start out by thanking the Mid-America Regional Council of Carpenters, Gary Pinard, Jeff Isaacson, Nate Gurman, Ricky Dial, Carl Grimm for hosting this fantastic rally. And I want to give a special shout out to Pat Devaney, Secretary Treasurer of the Illinois AFL-CIO. Hey, just a little over 1 hour ago, the governor filed and the lieutenant governor filed their petitions to be a candidate in the November election. And I want everybody to think about where his first stop was, in the home of working families. That says a lot to me. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Speaker. Thank you. That's where these priorities lie. We know where your priorities lie. These people have delivered for working families in Illinois. From raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, to saving 28,000 energy jobs and creating thousands of more in a new green economy, Governor Pritzker has been a true partner to working families in Illinois. And these jobs that he's creating aren't just jobs that politicians say, I created jobs. These are jobs that can sustain a middle-class living so that people can send their kids to college and live in a nice home and be free of crime and good schools. That's the kind of jobs Governor Pritzker creates. It was 2017 when Governor Pritzker came to the Illinois, J.B. Pritzker at the time, came to Illinois AFL-CIO Executive Board, said, I want to be the jobs governor. We endorsed him, the executive board endorsed him earlier than they'd ever endorsed any other candidate for statewide office in the history of the Illinois AFL-CIO. We were right then. On January 24th, we did it again because we're still right. So thank you, Governor. Labor, working families in partnership with Governor Pritzker, Lieutenant Governor Stratton, Speaker Welch, President Harmon will continue to think big and deliver for working families in this state. In this year's election, working families are energized with a bright future ahead. And we know that together we can pass the Workers' Rights Amendment and deliver more historic wins for working families. Governor, thank you for everything. And with that, Speaker Welch. Yeah, thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is truly a pleasure to be here in the house that the Carpenters built. It is good to be here with my friend Governor J.B. Pritzker, my former colleague in the House, and our dynamic Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton to officially kick off Campaign 2022. I have a sign on my wall in my office that says, it is a new day in Illinois. And that new day is what my colleagues in the House Democratic Caucus charged me with when they chose me to be Speaker over 13 months ago. And we've been working hard to deliver on that every single day. And that is also what JB and Juliana Stratton have been working hard to deliver from the first day they took office. Let's remember where we were 4 years ago. More than 700 days without a budget. That's where we were 4 years ago. $17 billion in debt. That's where we were 4 years ago. A state held hostage by an extreme special interest agenda. And they're trying to reboot that agenda. We're not trying to go back to where we were 4 years ago. We are better off today than we were 4 years ago because of J.B. Pritzker and Juliana Stratton. Because of their leadership, we have been fiscally and socially responsible. We have budgets that have Illinois on the right financial path, receiving credit upgrade after credit upgrade. What we had with that previous administration was downgrade after downgrade. We're better off today than we were 4 years ago because of the leadership of J.B. Pritzker and Juliana Stratton. It's a new day in Illinois, thanks to the leaders that are here today. And we're going to continue moving Illinois forward. because the voters believe in the work that we're doing down here in Springfield. And they know that we're out there listening to them. What we did an hour ago and filed petitions that have been signed by voters out in the cold and the snow and the ice, that's because they believe in what we're doing here in this great state. And people want to know that people care and people listen to them. That's why they want to make sure we return to Springfield. People want to know that we're helping families make ends meet. And we're excited to tell them about the things that we've done the last 4 years and the things that we're going to continue to do. People want to know that we're going to make communities safer, and we're excited to tell them about the things we've done the last 4 years and the things that we're going to continue to do. People want to know what we're going to do to restore trust in state government. I think people have seen what we've done the last 4 years, and people know that we're going to continue to do that great work. I got to tell you, I've never been more excited about Illinois than I am today. Where we were 4 years ago was a total disaster, but Illinois is on the right track because of J.B. Pritzker and Juliana Stratton. And I'm proud to be out here for the next few months taking our case directly to the voters because we need to re-elect J.B. Pritzker governor and Juliana Stratton lieutenant governor. We need to keep Illinois on the right track because we're better off today than we were 4 years ago. I'm proud to bring up my former colleague in the House and our dynamic lieutenant governor. Please welcome Juliana Stratton.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Democrats.
Good morning.
Thank you, Speaker Welch. Can we give it up for our history-making Speaker of the House? You know, Chris has been such a tremendous partner to have in the legislature, and I feel so lucky to have him on our team. But mostly, I just feel so lucky that I can call you a friend. Thank you for all of your leadership. And thanks so much to Tim Dre for your support for our campaign and for all of your efforts to make Illinois the most pro-worker state in the nation. Thank you for that. All right, Democrats. I'm Juliana Stratton, and I use she, her pronouns. And thank you so much for joining me, JB, Speaker Welch, today to celebrate getting our names on your ballots. You know, back in 2018, at an event just like the one that we're having this morning, JB and I promised that we would get to work to put Springfield back on the side of working families, and every single day since, we have worked tirelessly to do exactly that. From ensuring a living wage to all Illinoisans, to protecting the right to choose, and rebuilding our roads and bridges. We've ushered in a new era in Illinois where government works for the people and not against them. We've expanded access to affordable health care, and somebody's going to say something about that. We expanded access to affordable health care, education, and child care, because we all deserve the dignity of being able to take care of ourselves and our families. We put an end to the GOP's union-busting agenda, guaranteed equal pay for equal work, passed bold legislation to tackle climate change, and we are creating good, paying union jobs in every corner of our state. Thanks to Democrats, we are getting our fiscal house in order, and we are investing in all of our communities. Thanks to Democrats, we have been able to lift up Illinoisans of all backgrounds and in every zip code across our state. And in the face of a devastating pandemic, it is Democrats who've led with compassion and concern for our neighbors, and in doing so, we saved lives and livelihoods. While Republican extremists continue to wage a war on women and working families, science and democracy, we will continue to fight for what is right and for what is just. Together, we will ensure that Illinois remains a beacon dedicated to uplifting and protecting our shared democratic values, a place where all are welcome and have access to the resources they need to thrive. Now, I don't have to tell anyone in this room what's at stake in this election, how incredibly high the stakes are in November. I don't have to tell you that. Living wages, good paying jobs, health care, reproductive rights, clean energy, and our democracy, and so much more is on the ballot this November. And for Illinoisans, like Erica Green of Carroll Stream, it's ensuring that our state continues to prioritize much needed investments in programs and services that aim to lift up those experiencing homelessness, poverty, and mental health crises. As an ER crisis counselor who has spent her career dedicated to helping people in their most vulnerable moments, Erica has seen firsthand what decades of inaction has done to our state's care system. She's on our team because she knows elections have consequences, and if we want to keep moving our state forward, we have to elect leaders who are committed in investing in the programs that we need the most. And like many Illinoisans, Erica sees the progress that has been made under our administration, and she's ready to join our fight for a healthier, safer, and more prosperous Illinois for all. I am so energized by the bright future that's ahead of us because of partners like Erica and partners like each and every one of you on our side. I know that there is nothing that we can't achieve together. Together, we're going to continue the work that we started 3 years ago. We're going to elect Democrats up and down the ticket in every corner of our state. Are we going to do that? Yeah. All right, we're going to elect Democrats, and we're going to keep putting the working people first. Thank you all for your partnership. And now, it is my tremendous honor to introduce someone that I am so proud to work alongside of every single day. A great leader, a courageous leader, a compassionate leader who wakes up every morning thinking about how can he make the lives of the people of this state better. And that is our governor, J.B. Pritzker.
Oh my goodness. Juliana Stratton, the greatest lieutenant governor this state has ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Well, good morning, fellow Democrats. Good morning. I want to thank my friend Tim Dre. He has truly been a phenomenal leader at AFL-CIO, along with his partner, Pat Devaney. They have truly brought energy to the fight for working families. I want to thank the Carpenters for allowing us to use your hall and for being one of the very first labor unions, along with the firefighters, to endorse our candidacy, my candidacy for governor. And I want to thank all of you, really, for doing your part here to help make sure that we're fighting for working families from day one. I also want to thank my friend, Speaker Chris Welch, for joining us this morning. Chris has played an integral role in helping us get Illinois headed in the right direction. He has led the General Assembly with passion and with tenacity, and I couldn't ask for a better partner in the legislature. Thank you, Chris. To each and every one of you, thank you for your hard work. Juliana and I were able this morning to secure our spot on the ballot, and we're excited because you did that for us. Now, I think all of you know that from the beginning, this campaign has been about working together towards a state grounded in the principles of justice and prosperity, love and compassion. Juliana and I wake up every day thinking about the ways that we can improve the lives of working families, the middle class, and the people who are too often left out and left behind. In a world that increasingly feels like us versus them, this campaign is about what we can do together. But our vision for a better Illinois doesn't happen without a fight. That's why we're fighting for people like Lola and Dan Augustin for Bloomington, who are here with us today. Because they know that helping workers make ends meet by lowering the cost of groceries and gas and property taxes matters. We're fighting for Maria Ortega, a small business owner from Chicago whose family immigrated here, and she started a bakery that's become popular in her community. Small businesses are the backbone of job creation in Illinois. We're fighting for folks like William Bishop, who lives right here in Springfield and believes, like I do, that increasing minority participation in building and construction trades puts more people to work in good-paying jobs, repairing our roads and bridges. We're fighting for the police officers like Greg and Tiffany Whalen, who've dedicated their lives to protecting their neighbors throughout the village of Glencoe and who want to ensure everyone in the state enjoys the same security. We're fighting for veterans and union workers like Gary Hall from Peoria because he knows, like I do, that protecting our nation and our working families is our highest calling. Each and every one of you standing here today knows politics is not a spectator sport. I can't thank you enough for the doors that you've already knocked on, the calls that you've already made, the signatures that you gathered. Thanks to you this morning, we turned in our petitions with signatures from voters from all 102 counties in Illinois. I really couldn't be more proud of the coalition that we've built and the energy that you're bringing to this campaign. We have more work to do to make people's lives even better, and to do that, we need to elect Democrats up and down the ballot. So let me ask you, a little call and response here. Who raised the minimum wage for workers in Illinois? Democrats. Who paid down the bill backlog and balanced the budget? Democrats. Who kept people safe with free testing and vaccinations during a deadly global pandemic?
Democrats.
Who protected voting rights and women's rights in Illinois?
Democrats.
Who created and supported hundreds of thousands of good union jobs with the largest plan for rebuilding roads and bridges and airports?
Democrats.
When Democrats win, Illinois wins, and we've only just begun. This year, our Democratic Party must remain united and ready to fight to put working families first. So, folks, I've got to ask you, I asked you this 5 years ago and 4 years ago and 3 years ago and 2 and 1, and I'm going to ask you again today, are you ready for the fight? Yeah. Are you ready for the fight, Democrats? Let's go get them and win this thing!